Hello children, good morning everyone and welcome back in social science lecture of class 10th civics where we have started chapter number 4 and what is the title of our chapter? Gender, religion and caste where we have completed two pillars of social division and which are those? Gender and religion. And in today's lecture we are going to start with the third pillar of social division which is caste. But before begin today's lecture, I just want to tell you something that in today's lecture I haven't mentioned any name of my student and why this thing happened because this video I have taken to prepare little bit early. Means I know that till now you people have not watched that video, that's why you have not sent me there the feedback, but when you people will be watching that video, after it you will definitely send me there the feedback. So in my next lecture I will mention there the name of my rising stars. And one more surprise is there children, that it's not a surprise, one more good opportunity I am going to provide you, that yes, I am going to choose the best performer of the week. Okay, what did I say? I'm going to choose among you best performer of the week. Now what will be there the criteria for the best performer of the week? So yes, the person or the student who consistently replying for the questions whatever I have asked there. Questions means only one question I asked you there during the lecture, and the person who is continuously giving there the feedback. So that person or that student will be selected as the best performer of the week. Okay. So I want to choose there the many best performer, and I know that you people are ready for that. Again, one more thing children, while means answering of my question, that time you have to answer of my question in feedback section only, and while answering of the question, that time you have to mention their question and then you have to write there the answer. Okay, so big questions I never ask in lecture, only definition or opinion kind of question I asked you there. So simply you can write or you can send me the answer of those question in feedback section. Okay, so I hope everything is clear there. Now let's move further towards our lecture. But before begin our lecture, I want to give you a positive thought as usual. So yes, here it is, that take responsibility of your own happiness, never put it in other people's hand. Yes children, always take the responsibility of your happiness by yourself only, because ये हम ही लोग होते हैं बच्चों जो खुद को हैप्पी रखते हैं, और हम ही लोग होते हैं जो हम खुद को दुखी करते हैं. ओके, डोंट गिव दिस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इन अदर पीपल्स हैंड. ओके, so take your responsibility of your own happiness and be happy every time. So let's start our lecture with this positivity. So yes, here we are going to start today's lecture. So children, what is the third pillar of social division? That is caste. So I hope all you have taken the textbook with you, as your teacher always takes the textbook with her. Okay, and I hope you people read this topic also, because in my earlier session I have told you that yes, you have to go through with the topic, because while I will be explaining that time you people can more relate. Okay, so let's start. I hope everything is set. Textbooks are with you. So let's start, my children. So yes children, here we are going to see the meaning of caste first. Then we are going to study the role of caste in politics in both dimension or in both point of view, means negative as well as positive. So before starting the point, I want to relate you people with earlier two pillars which we have seen, that is gender and politics. So in case of gender children, what have we seen there? That when gender expressed in politics, that time largely positive effects or the positive results are there. So whatever there are the positive results we have seen. What did I say? In case of gender, when it is introduced in politics or when it is expressed in politics, effects or the results are largely positive. Then in case of religion, we have seen there that effects means when religion introduced in politics, so largely negative effects are there. Okay, means that communalism, that negative effects we have seen. Okay, but with this third pillar of social division, positive as well as negative both sides are available there. Means largely positive results are also there when caste introduced in politics, and largely negative results are also available there. Means in equal proportion we can see there caste in politics. Okay, so this is very interesting topic, children. So I hope you people will understand it very easily. One more thing, children, that tricky kind of question always available there in your exam on the basis of this topic particularly. So that's why means if you understand the concept properly, then whatever the tricky question will be there, you will be able to write the answer of any question. Okay, so let's start. So here I have mentioned the meaning of caste. So children, this word is not new for you. Always means all you know very well what is mean by the caste, but literally we do not know the meaning of it. So here the definition of caste or the casteism I have provided. Let's try to understand first with the definition. So yes, as far as the definition of casteism, it is saying there that organization of people into social groups for the purpose of marriage, work and diet is known as a caste system. Means what, children? Organization, a particular organization we can say, or a particular group we can say, of a people into social group. Organization or a particular community we can say of a people in a particular social group. When it is formed, and what is the purpose to form such type of organization? Marriage, work and diet. Means for the purpose of marriages, for the purpose of work or for the purpose of diet, when some social groups have been formed there or when some social organization have been formed there, so those social organization or those social group, it is called as a caste system. Understood, children? So this is about the definition of caste. So let's see with the example. So in earlier days, children, this was the system in our society. Okay, what is our definition saying, children? That organization of people into social group for the purpose of marriage, work and diet is known as a caste system. यानी एक ऐसा ग्रुप या फिर एक ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो कि बनाई जाती है किस पर्पज से? मैरिजेस, वर्क एंड डाइट. यानी मीन्स a particular group will perform the marriage ceremony in that particular group only, or a particular group will do the particular work only. Okay, or the particular group of society will take this particular diet. So when the system used to followed there in a society, that time it is called as a caste system. So children, now one thing here I want to clear, that this caste system is not prominent in modern days, but it was very prominent in olden days. Okay, what did I say, children? This caste system is not prominent in modern days, but this caste system was very prominent in olden days. Means nowadays we people do not give that much importance to the any person caste, but in olden days it used to give there the too much importance to the caste. So in olden days too much caste inequalities we used to see there. तो पुराने ज़माने में जब मीन्स when people used to live with each other, that time too much caste inequalities were available there. So let's try to understand, children, what type of caste system was available there. So this type of caste system were available there. So Brahmins, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudras. At top level Brahmin people were there. Then Below them, Kshatriyas were available there. Then Vaishyas were available there. And then Shudras people were available there. So here with the picture, you people can understand also. Means here I have given the picture of all these people. So this was the system of society in those days. I hope you people understood. So what does this shows, children? That the inequalities in society, it used to show there. Means whoever on a upper level, they people used to get there the different privileges, and whoever were available there on a lower level, so they had to face there the discrimination. Okay children, so I hope you people understood it. Now as I have said you, or as I have told you, that certain inequalities were available there in caste. Now children, you need to understand that what is the caste system, or what is mean by the caste. Then, so with the definition we have understood. Okay. Now what are we clearing here? That what type of inequalities were available there in society. Okay. One by one we will clear the point. So right now we are seeing the point on from page number 49. So from first paragraph we have seen there the definition. Now the second title we have started here, caste and inequalities, where we are seeing that what type of inequalities are available there in caste. So here I have mentioned that unlike gender and religion, caste division is special to India. Yes, we people are very blessed, children, in this matter, or in this point, that gender and religion, this division we people can see throughout the world. Okay, gender, it is universal division, as I have told you. Again, religion, it is also almost present all over the world. Means एक या दो ऐसे कोई countries होंगे where we cannot see there the religion. But the caste division is very special to India. Means we people are very unique in caste system, that in our India only this caste system is available. Means in other countries these features you people are not able to see, and that's why it has been mentioned here that caste division is special to India, caste division is unique in India, or it's a peculiar feature of India, we can say there. Then the second point I have mentioned here, in the caste system in India, hereditary occupational division was sanctioned by ritual. Means what? What is our title, children? Caste inequalities. Okay, what is meant by caste? We have seen with the definition. Now we are seeing there caste inequalities. Means caste system is available in India. It's a peculiar, or it's a special, it's a speciality of India, we can say there. Now in India, caste system is how it is followed. So hereditary occupational division was sanctioned by the ritual. Means in olden days, children, hereditary occupational division was sanctioned. Means what? On the basis of occupation, people used to refer there the caste. Means what? मीन्स अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर कास्ट के लोग हैं और उनका अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर बिजनेस है या ऑक्यूपेशन है, तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट ऑक्यूपेशन they got there, or they refer as a particular caste. Means what? Again, second example I want to give you here, that if I am having there the business of tailoring. Okay, so if I am working there as a tailor, then people will give me there the caste on the basis of my occupation only. Again, children, here one disclaimer I want to give you here, that whatever the examples I will give in today's lecture or during the lecture, those examples I will give only for the sake of your understanding. Okay, I do not want to hurt anyone's emotion here, or I do not want to promote any caste or religion, or I do not want to hurt anyone caste. Okay, because this is the sensitive issue, so we can understand it. Okay, so what did I say, children? What is mean by the hereditary occupational division? Means on the basis of occupation, when a person get there the caste, that time it is called as a hereditary occupational division. So it was sanctioned by rituals, means in olden days it was sanctioned by the rituals, means rituals perform किए जाते थे and people used to refer there on the basis of their occupation. They used to get there the caste. I hope you people understood. Now the third division or the third inequality here I have mentioned, it was based on exclusion of and discrimination against the outcast group. So as I have told you children, on the basis of occupation, people used to get there the caste, or people used to refer there with the different caste. Okay, यानी ऑक्यूपेशन के बेसिस पे लोगों की कास्ट डिसाइड होती थी. यानी अगर कोई चप्पल जूते का बिजनेस करने वाला अगर कोई पर्सन है तो उनको एक प्रॉपर अलग कास्ट का नाम दे दिया जाता था. कोई बर्तन बनाने वाले लोग हैं, अगर उनका ऑक्यूपेशन है बर्तन बनाने का तो उनको अलग कास्ट को रेफ़र कर दिया जाता, उनको एक अलग कास्ट का नाम दे दिया जाता था. टेलरिंग का बिजनेस करने वाले लोग हैं तो उनको एक अलग कास्ट का नाम दे दिया जाता था. बट इट वॉज बेस्ड ऑन एक्सक्लूजन. बट वॉट एवर दिस ऑक्यूपेशनल डिवीजन वॉज अवेलेबल देयर, सो इट वॉज बेस्ड ऑन एक्सक्लूजन एंड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन अगेंस्ट आउटकास्ट ग्रुप. यानी ये जो भी डिवीजन अवेलेबल था चिल्ड्रन, ये डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड था एज वेल एज एक्सक्लूडेड था टूवर्ड्स द आउटकास्ट ग्रुप. टूवर्ड्स द आउटकास्ट ग्रुप मीन्स सम मीन्स in those days people used to consider to some caste as a low caste. Okay, and those low caste group it used to called as a outcast group. So whatever this occupational division was available there, it was discriminated kind of division or excluded kind of division towards this outcast group. So I hope you people understood what type of caste inequalities were available there in those days. Then it was so extreme children, means gradually when the time pass on there, so it was so extreme and so rigid. ये इतना एक्सट्रीम और ये इतना रिजिड बनते गया कि बाय बर्थ ऑल्सो पीपल यूज टू गेट देयर द caste. Means for example, if I got there the birth in a particular caste, so it doesn't make any different that what occupation I am doing in present day. But if I have got the birth in a proper or in a particular caste, then people will refer me as that caste person only. Are you getting? Are you understanding? Okay, means what? ये जो कास्ट इनइक्वालिटीज़ है चिल्ड्रन, सो इट बिकम सो रिजिड एज द टाइम पास ऑन. जैसे जैसे टाइम बीतते गया ये इतना रिजिड बनते गया. पहले हमने क्या देखा दैट दिस डिवीजन वॉज बेस्ड ऑन ऑक्यूपेशन, यानी जिस पर्सन का ऑक्यूपेशन होता था ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट ऑक्यूपेशन पीपल यूज टू गेट और पीपल यूज टू गेट देयर द कास्ट. बट एज द टाइम पास ऑन दिस कास्ट डिवीजन इट बिकम सो रिजिड दैट इट यूज टू गिव बाय बर्थ. ओके, मीन्स प्रेजेंट डे में क्या काम करती हूँ या मेरा ऑक्यूपेशन क्या है इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. अगर मेरा बर्थ किसी प्रॉपर या पर्टिकुलर कास्ट में होता है तो मुझे वही कास्ट मिलेगी. अंडरस्टूड? सो I hope you people understood. So this type of occupational division of caste was discriminated or the excluded towards outcast or towards the low caste. Understood? Then when it was discriminated, that time some social reformers they come forward to suggest reform in this discrimination. Yes children, so in those days many reformer यानी जो समाज सुधारक थे such as महात्मा गांधी, ज्योतिबा फुले, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, then Periyar Ramaswamy. So on page number 49 in last paragraph all those reformers names have been mentioned. So all these people they come forward and they took the initiative towards this discrimination. Towards which discrimination? Which used to happen in olden days on the basis of occupational division or on the basis of caste. So these social reformers like Jyotiba Phule, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, etc. advocated and worked to establish a society in which caste inequalities are absent. Means after an independence or before an independence also, these people, they had been trying to working towards this social inequalities which were available in caste. So ये जो भी कास्ट इनइक्वालिटीज़ थी ये absent हो जाए as well as it should be vanished there. So for this reason all these social reformers took initiative and simultaneously socio-economic changes also became there responsible to disappear this caste system. Means what? Children, हमने अब तक क्या देखा that some social reformers they come forward to ban this caste system and due to this socio-economic changes also whatever the casteism was available there, it started to disappear or it started to become weak. What did I say, children? Because of some social reformers, whatever discrimination was available there on the basis of caste, it started to become weak, as well as because of some socio-economic changes, the caste discrimination started to become weak, which was very prominent and which was very strong in earlier days or in olden days. Now what are those socio-economic changes? So first of all, children, you need to understand what is mean by socio-economic changes. So socio means whatever the changes have been happened in society, and economic means whatever the changes have happened there in economic sector, यानी सामाजिक और आर्थिक सेक्टर्स में जो भी चेंजेस हुए उसकी वजह से भी whatever the discrimination was available there very strongly in societies, it started to disappear. So what were there the socio-economic changes? Let's try to understand. First one is there urbanization. Because of urbanization, people started to get their economic development. Now you know very well what is mean by urbanization. This term you people have studied in your 7th standard, so children, this term I will not explain here. Okay, then occupational mobility. This is very good term, children. Due to the occupational mobility, see ओके ठीक है, मैं अर्बनाइजेशन का आपको इन क्विक मीनिंग बता देती हूँ. हियर ऑन पेज नंबर 51 in glossary the meaning have been mentioned. Shift of population from rural areas to urban areas. Okay, it's very simple. Because of means certain purposes such as work or other purposes are also there. जब लोगों का शिफ्टिंग होता था फ्रॉम रूरल एरिया टू अर्बन एरिया, इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज ए अर्बनाइजेशन. देन ऑक्यूपेशनल मोबिलिटी. ड्यू टू दिस ऑक्यूपेशनल मोबिलिटी ऑल्सो चिल्ड्रन जो भी कास्ट सिस्टम था इट स्टार्टेड टू बिकम वीक. नाउ व्हाट इज मीन बाय सोशल मोबिलिटी? नाउ ऑल दिस वर्ड चिल्ड्रन यू हैव टू कीप इन योर माइंड बिकॉज एज फार एज योर वेरी शॉर्ट आंसर concerns, as far as your very short answers are concerned, it's very important. So what is mean by occupational mobility? Shift from one occupation to another. Okay, usually when a new generation takes up occupations other than those practiced by their ancestors. Means what? How due to this occupational mobility the caste system started to become weak. इस ऑक्यूपेशनल मोबिलिटी की वजह से कास्ट सिस्टम जो बहुत स्ट्रांगली अवेलेबल था इन ओल्डन डेज, हाउ इट स्टार्टेड टू बिकम वीक. लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. सो ऑक्यूपेशनल मोबिलिटी मीन्स व्हाट? फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ आई टुक बर्थ इन अ प्रॉपर इन XYZ कास्ट, अगर मेरा XYZ कास्ट में अगर जन्म हुआ है एंड आफ्टर टेकिंग एन एजुकेशन, means if my forefathers or my father if they are having a particular occupation, अगर उनका particular occupation है and if I take birth in that family but I didn't do their my forefathers occupation, after getting an education if I will shift my occupation then means if I become there the collector, so is there anyone who will oppose me there? No, the people will support me. So means is there any person who will ask me there my caste? No, not at all. So this is called as a occupational mobility, means when a person shift from one occupation to another occupation. Now in modern days children, this occupational mobility means everywhere we can see there that, okay, means right now we cannot judge to the people or we cannot judge any person caste on the basis of occupation, because now any person or any caste person, they can do any work. So this is called as a occupational mobility. I hope you people understood. Then the third and fourth point, both are similar, that due to the education and literacy, people get aware towards their rights and or towards their social responsibilities, and due to this education people became their literate, and when they became their the literate, that time they know that this type of discrimination is not at all good as far as the development is concerned of our country. And in this way, due to this socio-economic changes, casteism become their weak. Okay, so I hope you people understood till now. What did we see children? That till now we have seen there the definition of caste system. Then we have seen there inequalities in caste, and due to those inequalities how the low caste people, they used to face there the discrimination, and when the people started to face there the discrimination, some social reformer came forward there to improve the situation, and due to the hard efforts of those social reformer, as well as due to some socio-economic changes, caste system is started to become their weak. Okay, I hope till now you people understood. But before moving further children, I want to ask you one question. What did I say? The caste system or casteism, it become weak due to the efforts of our social reformers, and due to the efforts of this or due to this socio-economic changes. But is it disappeared completely? क्या ये कास्ट कम्प्लीटली डिसअपियर्ड हो गया है? नो मैटर दैट नाउ डेज हमारे साथ मीन्स रास्ते पे कौन चलता है, इट डजेंट मेक एनी डिफरेंस, और हु पीपल आर ईटिंग beside us, it doesn't make any difference to us. Means here I want to give you example of your class, that in a lunch break we all sit together and we all enjoy the lunch there. But in olden days it was not used to happen, यानी लोग अपने जाति के हिसाब से खाना वगैरह खाते थे, यानी एक दूसरे के घरों में जाना वगैरह उनको अलाउ नहीं था. ओके, but nowadays situation is very different. It's improved a lot, okay, compared to the olden days. And what are there the reasons? So we have just now seen. But here I want to know from you people that yes, is it completely disappeared, the caste system? So answer is available here in next slide or in this slide. Okay, that caste inequality still continued in India. So yes children, as means gradually the time pass on, this caste system is disappearing, but it's not completely disappeared. So how it's not completely disappeared, let's see with the examples. So now children, we are seeing which paragraph? So on page number 51, the second paragraph we are seeing. Okay, till now again see children, here some words are available in pink color. Okay, so here I want to tell you. So on the basis of till now whatever the information we have seen, on the basis of this information one prominent question can be formed there, that how did this caste system evolve in Indian society? So if this type of question will be there, then you have to mention there the definition of caste, and with that diagram you have to write the answer. Then how did it gradually improve this, or how did or what are there the different reasons to become weak, or the sorry, let me form here the question properly, that explain the various reason for weakening of caste. Okay, so what are there the different reasons, children? So these different reasons you have to mention there. Okay, caste system is disappearing in India, so first point you have to mention of social reformers, and then socio-economic changes, and then you have to explain all these 4 points. So I hope you people understood. Now furthermore we are going to move that caste inequality still continued in India. Means though the social reformers they have tried, or due to the socio-economic changes it become weak nowadays, it's not that much prominent, but still it's not disappear, still it's continue in India. How? So most people marry within their own caste and tribes. Okay, till the date, children, people are, means whenever the time comes to ties with the marriage bond, that time people prefer their own caste only. Means if any person ask about intercaste marriage to their parents, that time almost, means majority is available there that they prefer to their own caste person only. Means it's not there that all person just prefer to their own caste, but majority is available till the date. You people do not have to ask to your parents, okay? Otherwise it will create problem for me. So here I am just giving you an example only, children. Okay, so little bit, yes, means for this online session sometimes I get scared there that yes, my children are not available in front of me. So don't understand, sorry, don't misunderstand of my any statement there. What did I say? That yes, most of time people prefer their marry within their own caste and tribes only. So this point is very easy. Then second thing, despite provision in the constitution, untouchability has not ended completely. Yes, though we are having there the provision in our constitution that untouchability, if any person is practicing there of untouchability, then it's a crime. After that also, children, in rural area still that means till the date the practice of untouchability is available there, it's not completely ended. Then there has been rich and educated people from lower caste also nowadays, but their percentage is much less as compared to the upper caste. Yes, children, nowadays the people from lower caste, means in olden days who used to consider as a lower caste, लेकिन children here I want to tell you that कोई lower caste या कोई upper class या higher caste नहीं होता है. Okay, everybody is equal there only. So in olden days whatever the system was available there, so as per that system, nowadays from the lower caste people also people started to get an education, but the percentage of their education is very less, and that's why the people have to face there the discrimination in society. Then the last point, large mass of low caste people still do not have access to education and have remained illiterate and uneducated. Yes, till the date some caste are available there who are not getting there the education, and because of it still they are remained illiterate and uneducated, and that's why they had to face there, or that's why they have to face there the discrimination in society. So yes, children, here if the question will be there that still inequalities are continued in India, why? So these 4 points you have to mention. I hope, children, you people understood it. Now the most prominent or the most important point, children, we are going to see, and here it is, caste in politics. So as I have told you, this little bit confusion always available there, because here we are going to see caste in politics and politics in caste also. So let me clear here to all of you that caste in politics means what. So हमें यहाँ पे पहला शब्द लेना है, children. Okay, caste in politics. Okay, means when caste introduced in politics, that time how it introduced, or what type of forms are available there when caste introduced in politics. Okay, and then in our next point we will see there politics in caste. Okay, तो पहला शब्द जो है हमें उसे पकड़ना है. तो पहला शब्द क्या है हमारे नेक्स्ट पॉइंट में, पॉलिटिक्स इन caste, यानी कास्ट में किस टाइप का पॉलिटिक्स अवेलेबल है. सो हियर वी आर गोइंग टू सी कास्ट इन पॉलिटिक्स मीन्स when caste enters into politics, that time what type of forms it takes there. So caste can takes various forms in politics. Let's see. Means when caste introduced in politics, that time caste can take various forms in politics. So first form here it is available, children. This is a very important thing because this is the answer of one big question. Okay, so first point, during the choice of candidates before an election, care is taken that the composition of electorate and nomination of candidates from different castes so as to muster support to win election. Means what? Children, as you know that when time comes there of election, that time from the different constituencies different person can be elected there. Means constituency means एक प्रॉपर एरिया होता है. ओके, एंड फ्रॉम दैट एरिया अलग अलग कैंडिडेट्स को चूज़ किया जाता है एज ए इलेक्शन मेंबर. फॉर एग्जांपल हियर आई वांट टू गिव यू एन एग्जांपल दैट इफ Maharashtra is there, or if any place Balaji Nagar is there, the constituency. Okay, so during the choice of candidates before an election, care is taken that the composition of electorate and nomination of candidate from different caste. Okay, so डिफरेंट कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज के जब कैंडिडेट्स को इलेक्शन के लिए खड़ा किया जाता है चिल्ड्रन, सो दैट टाइम एक प्रॉपर केयर ली जाती है. केयर इज टेकन दैट, और वो कौन सी केयर? केयर इज टेकन दैट द कंपोजिशन ऑफ इलेक्टोरेट एंड नॉमिनेशन ऑफ कैंडिडेट्स फ्रॉम डिफरेंट कास्ट. जो भी कैंडिडेट्स के नॉमिनेशन होंगे वो सारे कैंडिडेट्स, यानी एक पार्टी में एक ही कास्ट के कैंडिडेट्स होंगे ऐसा होगा नहीं. ऑल दोज कैंडिडेट्स विल बी चोजन देयर फ्रॉम डिफरेंट कास्ट. और ऐसा क्यों किया जाएगा? टू मस्टर सपोर्ट टू विन इलेक्शन. मस्टर मीन्स टू कलेक्ट सपोर्ट टू विन इलेक्शन. ओके, और ऐसा क्यों किया जाएगा? इलेक्शन को जीतने के लिए. जाहिर सी बात है चिल्ड्रन, एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में अगर अलग अलग कास्ट से कैंडिडेट होंगे तो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कास्ट के सेंटिमेंट्स उन कैंडिडेट के साथ जुड़े होंगे और उन्हें वोट मिलेगा एंड दे कैन विन द इलेक्शन. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट फॉर्म व्हेन कास्ट इंट्रोड्यूस इन पॉलिटिक्स और caste can take in politics. Okay, so I hope you people understood. Then the second point, during formation of governments, political parties can take care that representatives of different caste and tribes find a place in it. Again, during formation of government, when the formation of government happened there, that time political parties take care. Political parties again, they take care that representative of different caste. Okay, means when the government formation will be available there, जब government का formation होता है, that time also government also take care there that, or the political parties take care that the representative of different caste and tribes find a place in it. हर एक means अलग अलग caste को, caste के representatives को उसमें जगह मिले. Then to make appeal to caste sentiment to muster support. and ऐसा क्यों किया जाता है? to make appeal to caste sentiment to muster support means if any issue will happen there, so that time they can muster the support. Muster means they can collect the support with the caste, means by appealing to the caste sentiments. Okay, यानी अगर डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कास्ट के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स अगर अवेलेबल है गवर्नमेंट में, सो दे कैन गेट देयर द पीपल सपोर्ट बाय अपीलिंग टू द कास्ट सेंटिमेंट. ओके, सो चिल्ड्रन, व्हाट आर वी सीइंग दैट हाउ कास्ट टेक्स वेरियस फॉर्म्स इन पॉलिटिक्स. देन यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइजेस, वन वोट वन पर्सन. नाउ व्हाट इज मीन बाय दिस? सो हियर what are we seeing children? The caste means what type of form, what type of various forms caste can take in politics. Okay, so first we have seen there that different different caste के लोगों को एज ए नॉमिनी खड़ा किया जाता है. देन व्हेन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, दैट टाइम ऑल्सो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज टेक केयर दैट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ डिफरेंट कास्ट एंड ट्राइब्स फाइंड अ प्लेस. और ऐसा क्यों किया जाता है? टू मेक अपील टू कास्ट सेंटिमेंट, टू मस्टर सपोर्ट, मीन्स टू कलेक्ट द सपोर्ट ऑफ पीपल. Then the last point which I have mentioned here, that is universal adult franchisee. So here in your textbook, children, the point have been more clear, which I want to read that. Universal adult franchisee and the principle of one person one vote compelled political leaders to gear up to task of mobilizing and securing political support. It also brought new consciousness among the people of caste that were hitherto treated as inferior and low. Now children, universal means in earlier days people were not, means all people cannot take care their the part, or in olden days people were not get there the right to vote, means all people they didn't used to get there to vote in election. But as per the universal adult franchisee, each and every person can vote there, though it's belong from low caste or high caste. Okay, but in earlier days means all people from all sectors of society, they didn't used to get there the right to vote. But as per the universal adult franchises, one vote, one person is having here the one vote. So that's why political representatives, they have to give their importance to each and every caste person. मीन्स ऐसा नहीं है कि लो कास्ट के लोगों को इग्नोर कर दिया जा सकता है, या हाई कास्ट के, या फिर मीन्स एज पर द सोसाइटी रैंक. ओके, मीन्स इन ओल्डन डेज वॉट एवर द लो कास्ट यूज टू कंसिडर देयर इन सोसाइटी, तो उनको इग्नोर कर दिया जाए बाय पॉलिटिकल लीडर. सो नाउ डेज इट कैन नॉट बी हैपन देयर. Okay, and why it cannot be happened there? So due to this universal adult franchises. So children, I hope you people understood this point, that how caste can take various forms in politics. Okay, so till now we have seen there the role of caste in politics, but this is one side. Okay, here direct question can be formed there, children, that how does caste play important role in politics? If such type of question will be available there, then all these 4 points you have to mention and you have to conclude your answer. But this is not complete truth. लेकिन ये complete truth नहीं है. कास्ट के बेसिस पे ही इलेक्शन को नहीं जीता जाता है. अबे ओके, स्टिल कहानी में ट्विस्ट इज अवेलेबल देयर. सो if the question will be there that yes, caste plays important role in politics, but it's not complete truth, explain. So that time you do not have to mention all these 4 points. Okay, उस टाइम पे आपको आंसर में क्या मेंशन करना है? तो whatever furthermore I am going to explain, you have to mention all those points. This is far from true. means अब तक हमने ये जो भी देखा, that how caste plays important role in politics, but it's far from truth, यानी it's not the complete truth. Now why it is not the complete truth? So let's see, or let's try to understand with the help of different examples. So see children here, that no parliamentary constituencies has a clear majority of one single caste. Okay, every candidate or every party must win the confidence of more than one caste and community to win election. Okay, means no parliamentary constituency till the date, यानी किसी भी पार्लियामेंट्री कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में अ क्लियर मेजॉरिटी ऑफ वन सिंगल कास्ट, मीन्स एक सिंगल कास्ट की मेजॉरिटी अब तक नहीं हुई है. एवरी कैंडिडेट और पार्टी मस्ट विन द कॉन्फिडेंस ऑफ मोर देन वन कास्ट एंड कम्युनिटी टू विन इलेक्शन. अगर इलेक्शन को जीतना है तो एक ही कास्ट के लोगों को अपील करके या एक ही कास्ट की मेजॉरिटी होके नहीं पॉसिबल होता है. So every candidate or party must win there the confidence of more than one caste and community to win election. Means हर पार्टी के लोगों को, हर एक कास्ट के लोगों को या हर एक कम्युनिटी के लोगों को वहाँ पे इम्पोर्टेंस देना होता है इफ़ दे वांट टू विन द इलेक्शन. Then no party wins the vote of all voters of a caste community. Means what? No party wins the votes of all voters of a caste or community. Means if I am a candidate is uh, who is available there to who is available there for इलेक्शन. अगर मैं एक कैंडिडेट हूँ जो कि इलेक्शन के लिए चुनाव के लिए मैं खड़ी हूँ, तो नो पार्टी विंस द वोट्स ऑफ ऑल वोटर्स ऑफ अ कास्ट. ये मेरी एक पार्टी है, तो और मैं अगर एक प्रॉपर कास्ट से बिलोंग करती हूँ तो ज़रूरी नहीं है बच्चों के मेरे कास्ट के सारे लोग मुझे वोट करें. नो. मीन्स इफ़ 10 people are available there, so among those 10 people 8 people they can give me the vote, but 2 peoples they cannot give the importance to the caste. They can give their importance to the ability of the candidate, that whether the candidate is liable or whether the candidate is able or not. So this is the point that no party wins the votes of all voters of a caste or community. यानी सारे के सारे मीन्स अगर कैंडिडेट किसी एक कास्ट का है तो उस कास्ट के सारे लोग उसी कैंडिडेट को वोट करेंगे. Will it happen? No, not like that. Then many political parties may put up candidates from same caste. Again ये भी हो सकता है कि that many parties are means yes all you know that many parties are available there in the टाइम ऑफ इलेक्शन पीरियड पे बहुत सारे पार्टीज अवेलेबल होते हैं. तो अगर मैं मेरी पार्टी में से अगर एक कास्ट का कैंडिडेट अगर मैं रख रही हूँ तो सेम कास्ट का कैंडिडेट दूसरी पार्टी भी रखेगी. श्योर है, जाहिर सी बात है. सो वो वोट्स क्या होंगे, बटेंगे. मीन्स ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही पॉलिटिकल पार्टी एक पर्टिकुलर कास्ट का कैंडिडेट रख रही है फॉर द इलेक्शन. नो, अदर डिफरेंट पार्टीज ऑल्सो कैन पुट अप द कैंडिडेट्स फ्रॉम द सेम कास्ट. So in such type of case votes can be divided. So that's why whatever the statement we have seen there in earlier slide, it is not true. Then the last point, ruling party or sitting MPs losing elections could not have happened if all caste and communities were frozen in political preference. Means what? Means this is the last point children, that ruling party or sitting MP losing elections could not have happened if all caste and communities were frozen in political preference. Yani whenever elections happens there, so ruling party, it is not necessary that every time that the same ruling party will win the election. For example, right now we people are having BJP government, and who is the leader of that government? So Narendra Modi ji. So Narendra Modi ji, he is having there the great popularity among the people, that's why continuously means he won there the election. But it's not necessary that furthermore also he should win the election. So priorities, it can be changed there of the people. Okay, so I hope children you understood this point. So if the question will be there if the question will be there that yes, caste plays there the important role in politics, but it's not complete truth, explain. So that time you have to mention all these 4 points. Now we are moving towards the last point, which is politics in caste, where we are going to see how the politics is available there in caste. So under this point children, we are going to know there that how the caste that get politicized, यानी कास्ट में पॉलिटिक्स कैसे किया जाता है. सो हियर फर्स्ट पॉइंट आई हैव मेंशन दैट कास्ट ग्रुप बिकम बिग बाय इंक्लूडिंग नेबरिंग कास्ट. सो means some political leaders, they make to a particular caste group as a big, for example means in one caste different subcaste are available there. So here I do not want to take any caste name, so here imaginary caste I want to means here for your understanding I want to give you imaginary name of a caste. For example, flower. If we consider flower as a caste, main caste is a flower, then different types of flowers are available there. So those different types of flowers are means we can consider as a subcaste. Okay children. So some political leaders, they make their the big caste group by including such type of neighboring caste or by including such type of subcaste. Okay, and they take there the support of this different caste. So this is how the caste get politicized. Okay, means caste politics in caste. Understood? In first point, what have we seen there? Caste in politics. Okay, now politics in caste. So some political leaders, for their benefit, what they make there, they make there the big caste group by including subcaste or the neighboring caste into it. So with the example I have made it clear. Then second point, party enters into a coalition with other caste. So coalition, you know very well children, when two parties come together to form the government, that time they get there the support of two or more caste. So that time they will be having their the dialogue or the negotiations with each other. Okay, and अगेन मीन्स थर्ड पॉइंट, इसका परिणाम ये होता है दैट राइज ऑफ बैकवर्ड कास्ट एंड फॉरवर्ड कास्ट ग्रुप. सम अगेन ये भी जो रिजल्ट है बिकॉज ऑफ सम पॉलिटिकल लीडर ओनली चिल्ड्रन, दैट ये ऐसा कंसेप्ट अवेलेबल ही नहीं है दैट सम बैकवर्ड कास्ट एंड फॉरवर्ड कास्ट, बट बिकॉज ऑफ सम पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स benefit such type of concept, it rise there, that forward caste and backward caste. Okay, forward caste means जो आगे वाली caste है और backward caste means जो पीछे रहती है. Okay, यानी जिन्हें low consider किया जाता है. So in this way politics in caste, we can means politics is introduced there in caste, or in this way caste get politicized by the political leaders. Okay children, so I hope this point is very easy going point children, try to understand it properly. Okay, so how the politics plays the role in caste, or how the caste get politicized, if this type of short answer question will be available there, then these 3 points you have to mention. So in this way children, we have seen there that caste plays different kinds of roles in politics, positive as well as negative. So what are there the positive roles? So we can say there that yes, some low caste people or the people who ignored there in olden days, now they started to get there the recognition in government, or they started to get there the recognition in politics. But this is the positive side of caste, when caste entered in politics. So this is the positive kind of result. Now some negative kind of result is also available there when caste entered into politics. And what is the negative kind of result children? Due to this casteism, society can be divided, as we people are facing there the lots of problem. Yes, again conflicts can happen there between the people. And the third thing means which to which we can say as a negative effect, that some serious issues are also available there in our country, such as poverty or corruption. So but due to this casteism, this type of serious issues are always ignored. मीन्स ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ध्यान किसके ऊपर दिया जाता है? तो इस due to this casteism, whatever the conflicts happened there, so our political leaders, they have to give their more time to resolve this type of problems only. But we people are having other serious or the severe issues also, for example issues like poverty or the corruption. So this is the negative side of caste in politics. So in this way children, from both point of view we have studied this point. I hope you people understood it. Now children, today's homework which I have which I am going to give you, that one positive point you have to tell me, that what kind of positive role caste plays in politics and what kind of negative role caste plays in politics. Only one point, okay, one positive effect and one negative effect. Okay, so this is all about this chapter, children. I hope you people understood, but still if any doubt is available there, then definitely you can ask me, or whenever means I will be providing you there the doubt clearing session. In that doubt clearing session also you people can ask me. Now extra questions I'm going to provide you, which you have to write in your portfolio file. So those extra questions means within a couple of days I will provide you people. So thank you so much, children. So thank you so much for your all positive feedback. So keep studying, my children, and stay blessed, stay happy, and don't forget there that your teacher is very eagerly waiting for the feedback. If you enjoyed today's lecture, if you understood today's lecture, then give me those type of feedback there, and answer of my question also. Okay, what is the question? That you have to tell me there one positive effect or one positive result of caste in politics and one negative role of caste in politics. Means when caste plays there the role in politics, that time what is the positive result and what is there the negative result. Only one. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the lecture. So see you soon. Till then, bye bye.